Probably what we saw here tonight in qualifying is a lot of guys with a lot of laps around here compose the top five.
Yeah, Brady Bacon certainly knows his way around this track.
He does. He picked up an on-wing win here in the spring, and it had been about a 10-year gap between his last non-wing. He had about 12 second-place finishes and finally got it done. So maybe he's got the monkey off his back, so to speak.
A championship in there, too.
He did have a championship. He nickel and dimed him to death last year. I finished second about 6 times. And so we're going to buzz the racetrack here a little bit. We talked about Joe B. Miller. We're taking a look at him, the Missouri racer. His first trip here to the Kokomo Speedway. Brandon Long, the transplant from Texas, with us here tonight, has kind of made the transition to a non-wing racer here in the state of Indiana. Has been a regular here, puts the wing back on tonight. He was actually sitting 4th in the Kokomo point standings headed in tonight. He'll drop a few, but he's running with a wing here tonight for the Texas transplant, as you mentioned, now residing here in Kokomo.
I think we're getting there with the track, as they did a little bit of track prep, so we just want to make sure we give them a good racetrack and heat race action, because got to get to the top 4 in this 5 heat race format. Going to be elbows up.
Absolutely. So the first time we've seen Tanner Thorson here in a wing car. Very ton of laps in the USAC National Midgets.
Yes, and now sprint cars, they'll turn some laps here this year.
Yes.
As he chases a championship and Rookie of the Year honors with Reinbold Underwood Motorsports. Jeff Patterson wheels the Ford Raptor onto the racetrack, the official pace truck of the FloRacing All-Stars.
So the field now getting stacked up 2 by 2 behind the All-Star pace truck. Tom Hansing up on the perch here this evening. He'll take a look at them as they fall into position. 8 quick ones around Indiana's baddest bowler, Blake. The birthday boy?
The birthday boy riding in the pace truck.
Yeah, riding shotgun. Chalk line for those here in the house. Take a look at that there. It's basically almost at the apex of 3 and 4. We need a good side-by-side start by our front row there. I believe we might see one to go here at the line.
Yeah, the PWR Cooling Technology start zone over there. And the low rider laying down the line. Dalton Bishop in the house. He's done a little announcing with you through the years.
So Matson on the pole, 100% to the outside of him. Peck and the Macho Man to make row number 2. Hot Sauce and the 18's been running better here lately. Thomas the outside of him. Row number 4, Joe B. Miller, Tanner Thorson, Brandon Long. 9 cars, 8 laps, top 4 punch their ticket to tonight's A main. Blake Anderson, it's time to get after it here at the Kokomo Speedway. Let's watch them this time off of turn number 4.
Here they come for 8 laps off of 4. The crane is out of the PWR Cooling Technology start zone. Hunter Schoenberg and Ian Matson battle it out. Schoenberg goes to the high side. Matson down to the bottom. Hunter Schoenberg leads them, and look at Brady Bacon. 3-car battle there for 3rd. Slide job for the lead. Ian Matson looks to lead lap 1. Schoenberg right back to the inside. Matson leads as Brady Bacon making some moves on the high side. Keep in mind, finish sets up where you start, and not only the A main, but the B main if you don't make the dash. Brady Bacon, if he hangs out in the top 4, he'll walk into the dash, redraw by way of his qualifying time, and he's going after 100%. Brady Bacon to 2nd from 3rd. Here comes Schoenberg right back at him. A pair of former non-wing drivers now with the wing on top. Brady Bacon racing tonight with the wing on top. A rare 410 wing start for him. Doesn't get to do that too often. A full-timer with the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Car Series leading points with them right now. Gets a little bit up high, and Schoenberg battles right back there. Justin Peck in the 4th and final transfers. Meanwhile, the Mike McGee and Associates, Sam McGee Motorsports number 11 of Ian Madsen continues to set the pace. He's 2nd in All-Star points, the 2-time Knoxville Raceway track champion. 5 down and 3 to go. If Bacon could get to him, that would open the door for Justin Peck to get to the dash redraw out of the heat race. Not sure where he sits in overall qualifying there, with the top 2 fastest from overall qualifying that have it locked in already getting in. Right now, Gio Selzy outside of the transfer, riding in 5th as the white flag flies from Tom Hansing. 1 to go for Ian Madsen. Ian Madsen has had a fantastic season with the All-Stars to start. It's been 5 podium runs, 6 top 5s, and 11 top 10s, and he'll pick up his 2nd heat win of the year. Ford Performance Heat Race number 1 finish looks like this. 9th to the 02 of Brandon Long, 8th to the 91X of Cale Thomas, 7th to the 19 AZ of Tanner Thorson, 6th to the 51B of Joe B. Miller, and 5th to the 18 of Gio Selzy. Those are your cars that will head to tonight's Classic Inc. USA B main. Cars locking into tonight's Race Redeem Foundation main event. 4th goes to the 13 of Justin Peck, 3rd to the 55 of Hunter Schoenberg, 2nd and the fastest transfer to finish 2nd to 4th. He'll lock into the dash redraw at the 69 of Brady Bacon, and winning his 2nd heat race of the year. How about a round of applause for Ian Madsen? If you're on the front stretch, make some noise. We got some Race Redeem Foundation t-shirts. Chance Crum out here throwing some t-shirts out. Colin and gang. Brian Walters. Walters looks like Blake Bortles throwing passes out there.
Ooh.
Shucking them deep.
Ooh. All types of shirts getting tossed here out on the front straightaway.
Last night, Walters hit the window and nearly smoked Eric Walls.
That's not going to happen tonight. I don't think anybody's got that type of range.
We'll see what he's got. Oh. The rubber band came off. There, he's calling his shot.
Calling his shot close.
The rubber band's coming loose on him. It's hurting Blake Bortles. I mean, Brian Walters.
Oh.
That was going to be the one. That was going to be the one. Last one. Make some noise.
Oh!
Showing off the gun. Oh, yeah, he tricked us. He had one more.
Uh-huh.
Showing off the gun. Out of the park. Gotta love it.
Put it over the monster.
50-50 tickets on sale. Half to you, half to the Race Redeem Foundation. We'll go ahead and give you your lineup for All Pro Aluminum Cylinder Heads Heat Race number 2. Bob and Susie Williams from All Pro Aluminum Cylinder Heads. On the pole from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, that is the Gibbsville Cheese. Professional Plating, Scott Thiel Builders, Viking Massic 73 of Scotty Thiel. To the outside from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, the Rush Truck Centers, Advanced Auto Parts, Ford Performance, Sage Fruit 14 is Kerry Madsen. Second row from Sunnyvale, Texas, the Town Line Variety, Hyde Breeder Foundation Service, Ackland Insurance, Original Traders Energy 15H is Sam Haverteep Jr. And starting 4th from Penn Grove, California, the Bear Archery, South Bay Partners, John Christopher Trucking, Swindell Speed Lab 39 is Buddy Kofoid. Third row to the inside from Plymouth, Indiana, the Elliott's Cooling and Heating, Shepherd's Family Auto, the Dino Shop. Number 7 is Zane DeVault, and starting 6th from Lemoore, California, that'll be Cole Macedo on the Fremont Auto Parts, Gill Construction, Linder Speed Equipment, ML Graphics, number 18M. Fourth row to the inside from Neptune City, New Jersey, the Capital Renegade Custom Trailers, Champion Racing Oil, Henry Stricker Service 91 is Kyle Reinhardt. And your 8th starter from Plano, Texas, the Advanced Castone, Fremont Fence, Crown Battery, Wood Heating and Air, Viva Las Healthy 8M is TJ Michael. Final starter from Mounds, Oklahoma, the Big G Transport, Arrowhead Electric, Food Safety Group 20G is Noah Gass. So the 13 of Justin Peck getting into the dash redraw by way of his qualifying time is one of the fastest transfers that not already locking in.
So looking for 9 here in heat race number 2. We mentioned the big wheel, Scotty Thiel from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Regular with the IRA.
Paul Balfour's watching. Paul watches all this time. Ryan Steins in Fremont, Ohio will be there in a couple of weeks. Hard to believe, Rob. We're just a couple of weeks out from Ohio Sprint Speed Week.
Absolutely. And you've kind of learned Wisconsin, kind of a lot of hidden gems up there with the racetracks. Wilmot, a great racetrack as well. So it's a great chance to get up and visit some of those tracks up there, Plymouth, Wisconsin as well. And Tom Hansing shows the field 1 to go here in heat race number 2. Scotty Thiel and the Madman. Kerry Matz on your front row, Hafer Teef, and the 39, the youngster, Buddy Kofoid to the outside of him. The 7, we've seen him do some racing here without the wing. Back with the wing on here tonight. Macedo to the outside in the 18. Reinhardt and the Texas Traveler, TJ Michael. Noah Gass out back. Here we go. Blake Anderson, heat number 2 at the chalk step. Going green for 8 fast ones.
Off of turn number 4, we're green. Kerry Madsen. His brother just picked up a heat race win. Now Madsen trying to do the same. Look at Buddy Kofoid. Kofoid already visited victory lane 9 times this year, 2 times in a 410 and 7 times in a midget. He'll go after Scotty Thiel for the 2nd spot. Kerry Madsen pulling away as Sam Haverteep Jr. right now riding in the 4th and final transfer spot. Oh, we got one around in turn number 2. Yellow for Kyle Reinhardt.
So Blake, 1 lap complete for the driver from New Jersey. Picked up his first career All-Star win. the racing engineer, Kyle Reinhardt,
Yes.
the 91.
What a cool story. Kyle graduated from engineering school, 4-year degree with an engineering program, and worked in engineering for just a little bit, civil engineering, and then said, I want to be a race car driver, and I want to try this full-time. So he moved to Central PA, raced locally for a while, and now with RQM Motorsports, full-time with the All-Stars. An All-Star winner last week, not far down the road from you.
Yeah,
The
for
dirt
sure.
oval at Route 66.
Beautiful Joliet, Illinois. We see the restart cone for the first time here tonight. What are the rules for the restart cone?
Looks like John placed it. You can't pass before the cone, hit it, or go below it. If you do, we throw the yellow, dock you a pair of spots. So we'll go green, and then you can start moving around once you get through the restart zone. Green will fly in the PWR Cooling Technology restart zone in turn number 4. Kerry Manson back under power. Manson goes high. Scotty Thiel down low, and a good battle for the 4th and final transfer. Cole Macedo going after Sam Hafertepe Jr. Turn 4. Off at turn number 4. Macedo looks down to the inside. It's a drag race for the 4th and final transfer. Cole Macedo slides up. Hafertepe's got it. Down the backstretch, battling for the final transfer. Macedo looks down to the inside, but Hafertepe gets the door closed. Macedo gets the 18 car all upset, settles back in, and Noah Gass is right there as well. Here's Zane DeVault. Gass slips by him, and now Macedo's lost a pair of spots. Boy, he was right there challenging for the final transfer. Got upset a little bit and cost him dearly. Cole Macedo, Noah Gass battling outside of the transfer for the 5th spot, but keep in mind that B-Main lined up by finish, so still matters where you finish no matter where you are in the All-Star program. The Madman will bring us to 2 sticks in the air and 2 to go. Crossing Tom Hansing start-finish line. Kerry Madsen starting to find his groove in the Tony Stewart Curb Agashania number 14, and he'll take the white flag. 1 to go for the Madman. His younger brother Ian just picked up a heat race win. And Kerry Madsen looking to track down his 5th heat win of the season, and that's exactly what he'll do.
So Blake Hafertepe will pick up that final transfer spot in the 15H. Buddy Kofoid in the 39. Third, Scotty Thiel, your runner-up. How about the Madman, Kerry Matson? The ball celebrated a big birthday this weekend as well.
Big 5-0.
14, hauling the mail here at Kokomo. Those are your 4 transfers. Noah Gass started this one at the tail. He gets up to the 5th spot in the 20G. Cole Macedo in the 18M was 6. Zane DeVault in the 7 will match his car number 7. TJ Michael also finishes 8th in the 8. Boy, I know our buddy loves numerology there. He's enjoying that one. Tip of the hat to Chet. And Kyle Reinhardt in the 91 rounds out your Heat 2 with a 9th. Heat 3 coming up, and the hits still keep coming. What do we got, Mr. Anderson?
Hunt Brothers Pizza Heat Race number 3. Hunt Brothers Pizza, the official pizza of the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of their 7,500 locations inside a convenience store near you. Lineup will come at you like this on the pole from Pittsburgh, Indiana. The Quantum General Contractors, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Quick Lane of Salem. Number 21 BP is Britton Marvel. And to the outside from Republic, Ohio, last night's main event winner in the Blake's Hard Cider, MCS Manufacturing, Big D's Pizza, Top Line Titanium. Number 4 is Cap Henry. Second row to the inside from Visalia, California, the Rudine Racing, Pathway to Recovery. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Hager Realty, Ranch Built, number 26 is Corey Eliason. And rolling off 4th from St. Helena, California. In the Rowdy Energy Drink, Self-Made Racing, Lucas Oil, Curb Record, ShopRico.com, number 24 is Rico Abreu. Third row on the inside from North Pole, Alaska, the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, Howard Law, Wise Cup Siding, Sam I Am, Indian Motorcycles of Metro Milwaukee, number 17B is the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. And starting 6th from Gravois Mills, Missouri, that'll be Ayrton Jeniton driving the Fisher Body Shop, Bopman Motorsports, Ozark Barge, High Performance Lubricants, number 3. Final row on the inside from Fremont, Ohio, the CR Juices, Crown Battery, Burmeister Trophy, All Intent Rental, 16 is DJ Foose, and your final starter from Carlisle, Iowa. And the Be the Lead, Laura Kopetsky Triax, Delta Dental, Casey's General Stores, 55M is McKenna Hassey. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts is a authorized Featherlight, United, Intech, ATC Trailer, Illumitech Trailer, and EasyGo Golf Cart dealership. Elliott's offers repair and service on all their products as well as carrying a large line of parts and accessories. When you're ready to invest in a new trailer or EasyGo Golf Cart, their friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments are prepared to make sure that your experience is outstanding. Contact Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts today at elliott'scustomtrailers.com. A big thank you to Cindy Elliott and gang, huge supporters of Sprint Car Racing, Rob, and they're not terribly far from you. Warsaw's not
1 hour
closer to you than me.
1 hour down.
1 hour
down US 30, and of course, great stop in. See them, everyone. They're racers there.
They are.
The people that work there. I think Dylan Nussbaum was a modified. He works there. So do a ton for racing. Stop in, say hello, and of course, if you need something, a trailer, as you mentioned, golf cart, they are your destination, especially in the northern part of the state of Indiana.
I'm shocked that there isn't a Rob Goodman golf cart here that just is like kind of enshrined.
No, I try to get my steps in.
That's what I'm doing.
Same thing.
I'm holding myself responsible with this walk.
Yeah, absolutely. So
10,000 steps. Eric gives me a hard time because I'll turn laps sometimes to get to 10,000.
Well, any means necessary.
Yeah.
Tommy boy showed him one to go. Blake Heat number 3.
Thomas Hansing on the stand, ready to rip. Ford Performance Ford Raptor. Jeff Patterson, the official pace truck driver of the All-Stars, wheels it into the infield. And at the PWR Cooling Technology start zone in turn 4 that Dale Blaney just laid down, we're green. Oh my, Britton Marvel nearly went around on the start there, and that is a huge opening for Cap Henry. And look at Rico Abreu. My, Rico Abreu out of a cannon to second and going after Cap Henry for the top spot. Last night, Abreu chased him in the main event. Oh, Ayrton Jennison, hang on. Jennison upset, and he'll roll to a stop. Man, what a save by Ayrton Jennison there.
Absolutely. They're about stacked them up off of 4. I believe 1 lap officially in the book.
Yep.
So Henry out front. Rico Abreu, you mentioned, shot out of a cannon in that 24 car. He'll restart second. Britton Marvel, the third-generation racer from right here in Indiana, will hold on to that 3rd spot. And Corey Eliason in the 26 currently sits 4th. Bill Baylong, DJ Foose, McKenna Hassey, her first look at Kokomo, and Ayrton Jennison. Tip a hat to the 3 cars we mentioned. They made 2 features last night in Knoxville, made the long haul 8 hours to get here to Kokomo here tonight. He's got to roll the sleeves up and get back to work here in heat race number 3. The cone's out there. Tommy Boy shows him 1 to go. Cap Henry. And that Blake's Hard Cider, the winner last night at the Gasoline I-69 Speedway in the 4 car. We'll bring him back to life. So we'll see if he'll be able to hold off Rico Abreu. Once again, the magic line, Blake 4. That's where you got to be. Eliason's got it. Bill Baylog wants it. 1 down, 7 to go. Cap Henry slow pace through 3 and 4, but imagine he's getting ready to pick up the hammer here at the line. And here we go.
Well, that Blake's Hard Cider makes me thirsty, and that Blake's Hard Cider mobile is wheeling. Oh, Rico! Yellow for Rico Abreu, and I would imagine Rico will be heading to the Indy Metal finishing work area, and that is a tough break for Rico Abreu because all Rico needed to do was stay in the top 4 to lock into the dash redraw, and that opens the door for Corey Eliason.
Looks like tires are up, but definitely some front end woes on the 24 car.
There. Yeah, they're going to look on the racetrack for a little debris. I see top on the move, and there's Rico heading to the Indy Metal finishing work area. If you're looking for some metal finishing or anodizing done and you're in the Indianapolis area, why not go to the best with Carly and Kim Lawrence at Indy Metal Finishing? And here's a replay for those of you watching on Flow. And boy, did Rico just absolutely bury the 24 and just not much of a curb to lean on quite yet, and got of it in the loose stuff and kind of sucked him into the wall.
Yep, absolutely. Lucky not to put the thing up on its lid. So he is in the work area. Crew taking a look at that one. Henry out front. Marvel in the 2nd spot. Eliason. And as many times in motorsport, Blake, somebody's misfortune could turn into somebody's fortune quickly. Now Bill Baylog will find himself on the transfer spot in the 17th. DJ Foose, Kenahasi, and Ayrton Jennison. Still 1 lap of 8 scored here. Watching on Flow, those at home, you can see the Abreu 24 still in the work area there. Crew's frantically thrashing on that car, trying to get it back.
Yeah, just picked up a new crew chief 2 weeks ago, and Scotty Martin, longtime sprint car crew chief, and several crews helping on the Rowdy Energy Drink 24. And if you're getting thirsty, they've got some Rowdy Energy Drink at the 24 merchandise trailer. If you stop down there and show Megan that you're following Rowdy Energy Drink on social media, get you a free drink. 1 minute left in the Indy Metal finishing work area as Gooch, Jeff Patterson wheels the Ford Performance Ford Raptor around the racetrack. Ross Paulson looking comfortable. He's got his phone out, so I bet he's playing either, I can't remember the golf game that's on your phone, or Golf Clash or Candy Crush. One of the two, if I were a betting man. Or he might be watching us on Flow. You never know.
You never know. After that graphic you put up for his birthday, he might be looking up how to get revenge on coworkers on Google.
So Ross only checks his Twitter so often, but I love when you get on there and there's 1,000 notifications. So tweet at Computerman Ross, and wish him a happy birthday. Today is 57th birthday, 1964.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's old.
He's getting up there.
That's back.
Heck of a golfer, though.
Ed,
here comes Rico out of the Indy Metal finishing work area. Rico Abreu going to be the one to watch because he's going to be on a mission to get back into the top 4.
Heck of an effort to get that car back out. He will tag the tail here, and he's still got plenty of time. 1 lap down, 7 to go for Abreu. He'll be on the hammer here. So Cap Henry, as we talked about, fast last year, full-time with the All-Stars this year, picked up an impressive win at Gas City last night. Marvel will be on the tail tank for the restart. We go green, Blake, back at it here.
There goes DJ Foose on the high side. Good battle for the second spot. Foose going after Bill Baylock for the final transfer. DJ Foose missed the high side just a little bit as Baylock got a little upset. He'll go after Corey Eliason. Eliason just needs to hang out in the top 4 because he would be the fastest transfer. Baylock now to the inside, side by side. They nearly made contact. Baylock slides up. He'll take the 3rd spot from Eliason, and now Eliason on the hot seat in the pathway to recovery. 26 car with DJ Foose lurking in the background. The Blake's Hardsider 4 car is gone though, Rob. Way out in front of the field. Oh, Ayrton Jeniton, yellow.
Caution from the Missouri racer. Saw a big poof of smoke out of that car in the center of 3 and 4. So some mechanical woes for the driver of the 3 machine. He comes to a stop just at the entrance to Kokomo Speedway on the top side of turn number 1. And we're cautioned here once again. Cap Henry had a sizable advantage, 1.95 seconds before. Brent Marvel holding on to the 2nd spot. Heck of a battle between Baylog and Elias, and I believe they actually banged wheels going into turn number 3 there. They hold on to 3rd and 4th. DJ Foose will be able to reload. He sits on the 5th spot, and Rico Abreu still got some work to do. He sits 6th. McKenna Hassey sits in 7th. We'll show him 1 to go halfway here in heat race number 3. 4 down, 4 to go. So Henry has been impressive here in the state of Indiana. Continues to be good here tonight, Blake. He will show the way halfway here in heat number 3.
And a big thank you to Kevin and Monica Rudine because each heat race winner getting $300 cash tonight.
Ooh, folding money.
Yeah.
That is not bad for 8 laps worth of work.
Not at all.
Henry looking to put $300 in his pockets. Let's see what he can do. We're back at it.
Cap Henry starts to pull away as there goes Corey Eliason on the high side. Rico on the move to 5th though. Side by side for 3rd go Eliason and Baylog. Baylog and Eliason. Eliason dipping, ducking, and diving down the front stretch. Move Corey Eliason to 2nd as Rico goes after Baylog. Battle for the transfer, and it's a good one. A battle for 2nd as well. If Abreu can get to the 4th and final transfer, that'd get the 24 car into the redraw, and Rico to the dash redraw. Now he'll take that spot. Oh my! Wow! Close quarters racing here at Kokomo Speedway. Rico Abreu putting on a showcase here in heat race number 3. Absolutely thrilling. Meanwhile, Cap Henry will pick up the heat race win. Rico going after Marvel, but he'll settle in. Wow, he thought twice about that, and he'll settle in and just transfer. He's into the dash redraw. 8th goes to the 3 of Ayrton Jeniton, 7th to the 55M of McKenna Hassey, 6th to the 17B of Bill Baylog, and 5th to the 16 of DJ Foose. They'll head to the Classic Inc. USA B main. Cars locking into tonight's Race Redeem Foundation main event. 4th from the back, he'll be in the dash redraw, Rico Abreu. 3rd to the 21 BP of Brenton Marvel, 2nd to the 26 of Corey Eliason, and picking up the win in heat race number 3. How about it for the Blake's Hardsider number 4 of Cap Henry? Henry's 3rd heat race win of the season.
So as you'll see, heat race number 4 rolling out onto the Kokomo surface. Blake, let's look at our lineup for that one.
Heat race number 4, as you said, Ron, brought to you by our friends over at Mobile One, huge supporters of the All-Stars and Tony Stewart Racing. And where you see a racetrack, Mobile One sees a test track. Mobile One provides race-proven technology for your entire garage, including track use only, street, and towing products. If you're interested in supporting the same brands that support the All-Star Circuit of Champions, Mobile One products are available at your favorite auto parts store. Lineup to Mobile One heat race number 4 looks like this on the pole from Marion, Illinois. In the Samrod Midwest Contracting, Zeller Construction, DRC Chassis, England Machine and Tool 21 is Carson Short. To the outside from Angola, Indiana, the Sundollar Restoration, Quick Bits Auto, Jason Dietz Trailer Sales, Bills Towing and Repair. Number 10 is Zeb Wise. Second row to the inside from Nashville, Tennessee. That's the R.E. Pearson Construction, High Performance Lubricants, Nice Crete and Landis. Number 5, a Paul McMahon. And rolling off fourth from Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink Turbo, ZMAX Lubricants, Clausen Marshall Racing, 7BC is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Third row to the inside from Fairmount, Indiana, the John Schubrooks Racing, Kira Speed Shop, Simpson Race Products, A79 is Brandon Wimmer. And starting 6th from Sandusky, Ohio, driving the J. Kaiser Racing, Best Performance, Jimmy Buckets, Automotive Fire Protection, Shuluk's Bar and Grill. 23 is Chris Andrews. Fourth row to the inside from Snohomish, Washington. That'll be the Beaver Dam Fleet Service Sugar Street Bar and Grill. 97 is Gary Taylor, and final starter from Colorado Springs, Colorado is Jeff Dodge. The 55, Hunter Schoenberg, the other car that'll get into the dash redraw based on time.
So Mobile One, Heat 4 now stacking up 2 by 2 in this one. Blake and Carson Short's kind of a bit of a jack of all trade. He picked up his first career World of Outlaw win. He picked up a win in IRA action. He is looking for his first ever FloRacing All-Star Circuit champion. Came oh so close Thursday night out of Indianapolis, and he finds himself on the pole here of heat number 4.
Man, he was close. He put on a heck of a show with Tyler Courtney. Came down to the last lap, nearly the last corner. And it was a thriller. Circle City did not disappoint last night at Gas City I-69 Speedway. Was fantastic. And buckle up tight, because I'm sure we're in for a good one here tonight at my favorite racetrack, Kokomo Speedway.
So Short and Wise, your front row, McMahon, Sunshine, and then the veteran Wimmer. To the outside of him, the Ohio racer, the 23, Andrews. Final row, it is GT and Jeff Dodge. Here we go, green flag.
Zeb Wise out to the early lead around the high side. Wow, Zeb Wise and Carson Short couldn't have missed by much more than a foot. Wise leads lap 1 and pulling away in the Wise Pretty Racing number 10 car, saying they're getting more comfortable. Tyler Courtney just need to hang out in the top 4, and Paul McMahon right now riding in the 4th and final transfer. If Tyler Courtney finishes in the top 7, he'll lock up the $10,000 championship for the Indiana All-Star Invasion presented by the Race Redeem Foundation.
He's got bigger fish to fry right now, trying to get into that dash as we're closing in at halfway. 3 down, 5 to go. Angola, Indiana, Zeb Wise working the top side advantage over Short, 0.64 second that time, as Blake will see cross flags, 4 down, 4 to go.
Tom crosses them and we're halfway home. Wise has stayed steady about 10 to 12 car lengths ahead of Carson Short and Tyler Courtney as well. McMahon right now riding in the 4th spot as laps winding down. Oh, Zeb, hang on. Nearly upsetting the 10 car, got way sideways, and that enables Carson Short to turn the heat up. Not quite close enough to throw a slider at the Sundollar Restoration 10 though. Laps winding down with 2 to go, and Carson Short lurking in the background. Short about 5 car lengths back and keeping Zeb within striking distance, but the hourglass running thin because the Dr. Jacket's in the air. 1 to go for Zeb Wise. The high school graduate Zeb Wise, we celebrated on Friday night at Circle City. Tonight here at Kokomo, he will pick up his first heat race win of the 2021 season.
So Mobile One, heat race, number 4 of the books, Jeff Dodge. The 7 will come on the 8th spot. Gary Taylor, the 97, is 7th. Chris Andrews in the 23 He is 6. Brandon Wimmer headed to the B main tonight, 5th. Paul McMahon gets that 4th and final transfer spot in the 5. The 7 BC Tyler Courtney is 3rd. Runner-up the 21 of Carson Short. And as you mentioned, picking up his first heat race win of the year. A little home cooking from the driver from Northeast Indiana. Angola, Indiana's own Zabby Weiss in the 10 car gets it done. And it was not without fret over there in 3 and 4. He got it up above the cushion, Blake, and did a great job to keep the motor rotating in that thing. Didn't kill it. I thought he was going to kill it for a second. He just kept it going.
Incredible save. Yeah, Zeb, hard to believe his first heat race win of the year, but defending rookie of the year certainly has had a strong year for the brand new team with Wise Pretty Racing as the 5th and final heat race rolls onto the racetrack. It's brought to you by our friends at Kistler Racing Products. Visit KistlerRacingProducts.com to shop for anything you need on a sprint car or visit them in Fremont, Ohio, and tell Paul and Brian that the All-Stars sent you. Lineup will come at you like this on the pole from Chapin, Illinois. The Hudson John Deere, Cam 2 Blue Blood, KBC Graphics, Anglo Machine and Tool 5K is Paul Nienheiser. And starting second from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the Sandoz Fruit Market, SweeneyCars.com, Weichert's Livestock, Bruner Service Center 48 is Double D, Danny Dietrich. Second row to the inside from Kokomo, Indiana, the Chalk Sticks, TB Henderson. Jonas Skate Spot, High Performance Lubricants number 19. It's the law firm Parker Price Miller. And starting fourth from Coleman, Alabama, the Indy Race Sports, Dr. Pepper, McDonald's, KT Outdoors 71 is KTJ, Kevin Thomas Jr. Third row on the inside from San Jose, California, the Stenzel Racing Engines, Physical Medicine Consultants, Pro Strip, ShopTMez.com, 000 is Tmez, Thomas Meserol. And starting sixth from Plainfield, Indiana, the Water Treatment by Design Industrial Controls, 3B Services, Vector Industries, HP Engines 07 is Zach Hampton. Final row to the inside from Benton Ridge, Ohio, the Hercules Tire, Ohio Logistics, DNC Hydraulics, Lubbock Wrecker Service, W20 is Greg Wilson. And your final starter from Greenwood, Missouri, and the Stewart House and Virofab, Rod and Supply, SBS Shocks, number 98 is Clinton Boyles. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 4 locking into tonight's Race Redeem Foundation main event that'll pay $26,000 to win.
So we'll pull 4-bar out of this one. Some guys to keep your eyes on this one. We talked about Danny Dietrich making the long trip from West Virginia here tonight. He finds himself on the front row of a heat. Tmez has had an up and down week with the wing. Looked pretty good the first half of the week. I saw on social media he mentioned he struggled a little bit over the last 2 nights, but a place that he's had a lot of success here. The Kokomo Speedway will find himself in that 00 machine here in heat race number 5, so we'll keep an eye on him as well. And Paul Nienheiser, wing guy. Then he went to non-wing guy. Now he's a wing guy here for tonight. So
tonight,
yes, more laps in a wing car than a non-wing car here at the Kokomo Speedway. And we'll keep an eye on what he can do in that beautiful Hudson John Deere 5K car.
My inner Iowan comes out, and boy, that car is absolutely beautiful.
It does suit
John Deere green.
It suits your fancy from a boy from Iowa, does it not?
It does. The inner Iowan in me comes out and loves the John Deere. Seen a couple of them in my life.
You have seen a couple of them.
You know, Steph Linder just let me know Cole Macedo celebrating his 21st birthday.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, Cole. He was in a heat race earlier tonight.
He got to turn 5 pro when we're done racing tonight, legally.
Cole's won twice this year already. He's picked up wins at Attica and at Fremont.
So heat 5, you see Nienheiser and Dietrich, your front row. PPM, who celebrated her birthday yesterday, and KTJ. And then it's Tmez, Zach Hampton, Wilson, and Boyles. So we get ready to go green this time. Final heat of the night for the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions presented by Mobile One. Blake going to go green this time off to number 4.
Green flag flies in the final heat of the night, and Danny Dietrich and Paul Nienheiser, the MOA champion and the Williams Grove champion, battle it out, and Dietrich leads down the backstretch. There goes Parker Price Miller, PPM with a big move. Wow, Parker Price Miller tried to go 2 for 1 yellow.
I agree with him. 48 early.
And I believe we're going to bring this one back.
I agree with him.
48 early.
48 of Danny Dietrich going early.
71 in, 48 outside. What? You got hear me? I said no. I said 48.
So Double D's going to have to roll the sleeves up and go to work here, but he looked very good there off of turn number 2, so he'll be fun to watch. Sure, the blood pressure is slightly elevated here, but he's still got 8 laps to get things done here.
Parker Price Miller with a good opening, and if PPM can pick up the heat race win, that would open Kevin Thomas Jr. the fastest transfer. So crisscross, I always forget that. So KTJ just needs to hang out in the top 4. Parker Price Miller He got off to a good start. Tried the 2 for 1 in turn number 4, and out for turn 4. The green is out.
All right, we're back at it. Three wide, Blake.
Wow. Trying to go 3 wide. Zach Hampton through the field there as Kevin Thomas Jr. hangs on. Dietrich tags the wall. And good battle for second between Kevin Thomas Jr. and Parker Price Miller. Parker Price Miller into the 3rd spot as Kevin Thomas Jr. now going after Paul Nienheiser as Zach Hampton into 3rd in the 07. Hampton taking the 3rd spot from Parker Price Miller as Thomas Meserol now challenging the 19 of Parker Price Miller. Wow, Kokomo turning in good as Kevin Thomas Jr. tries to settle down the front end of the Indy Racesports number 71 car. Good battle right now for the 4th and final transfer. Thomas Meserol now has company from Danny Dietrich and for the 5th spot. Meserol upstairs, Dietrich down on the inside. Danny Dietrich into the 5th spot. Dietrich tried to get both of them, and he'll settle in as laps winding down. He'll start his pursuit of Parker Price Miller for the final transfer spot out the high side. Dietrich closing on Parker Price Miller for the 4th and final transfer. Battle in turns 1 and 2. Off of turn number 2, PPM has the advantage as the laps begin to wind down. This time by it's 2 to go, and Dietrich's right there. Move Danny Dietrich to 4. Dietrich into the 4th and final transfer spot as Zach Hampton nearly sideways off the high side. White flag will fly for Paul Nienheiser. Nienheiser holding off Kevin Thomas Jr. Final 2 left-hand turns. But turn number 4, Paul Nienheiser, his first heat of the win of the year with the All-Stars. Well, that'll bring out the yellow lights as final heat of the night finish looks like this. 8th to the W20 of Greg Wilson, 7th to the 98 of Clinton Boyle, 6th to the 00 of Thomas Meserol, and your 5th spot goes to the 19 of Parker Price Miller. Those are your non-transfers. Cars locking into tonight's A main. 4th to the 48 of Danny Dietrich, 3rd to the 07 of Zach Hampton, 2nd and the fastest transfer that didn't win but finished 2nd to 4th is the 71 of Kevin Thomas Jr. So he'll be in tonight's dash redraw and picking up his first heat race win of the season with the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions. How about a round of applause for Paul Nienheiser? So a moderate change in how we're going to do things here. We're going to go with our first non-wing heat, then we'll have our dash redraw and presentation, and then we'll have our final non-wing heat, and then the championship match for the
cornhole. Cornhole,
yes,
yep.
Where I was going.
Yep. Yeah, that thing you did for like 4 minutes today before they bounced you right on
and I,
out.
we did 3 matches, won our first one, and lost the last 2.
Well, you can always, go off on a high spot